I want to talk draft.
Okay.
I listened to what you're saying about Alex Smith. I think if we're going to replace Jimmy, Alex Smith is the only guy in the room, right? After his comeback story, the way that Washington treated him coming back to the Bay, draft a quarterback. If Kellen Mond is your guy, don't listen to the pundits. Everybody's saying Bill Walsh never did, right? He went and traded up, went and got Jerry Rice. Everybody was like, what are you doing? Turned out to be the greatest of all time. So you look at it, if Kellen Mond is your guy, take him at 12. Trade Jimmy, do whatever you can to get that pick from the Patriots. Take J.C. Horn, right? We need that guy in the secondary that can cover DK Metcalf, DeAndre Hopkins, Sam
Mosley
Bradford.
can't.
Sam
Mosley
Bradford
can't.
is going to go after us in the secondary. We need to build that secondary. Later rounds, address your offensive line or address it in.
You said Sam Bradford? You meant Matt Stafford.
Or Matt Stafford, sorry.
So I was like, who is he talking about? Okay, all right, Stafford. Yeah.
Sorry.
I got you.
In the later rounds, address the offensive line. There's some good guys there. Or address it in free agency. I'm going to give you a sleeper pick. The one thing that nobody's really talking about is tailbacks, right?
True.
So Mosford, Wilson, history, right? They have injury history. Not that they're great backs,
but they do.
Right? I think we really need to sign Frank Gore on a vet minimum.
I'm with it. I like it.
The guy, great pass blocker, good at receiving the ball. You can even do a story where the boys have come back to the Bay, right, with Alex Smith and Frank Gore.
I got one more.
Okay.
Aldon Smith. Aldon Smith.
I was such an Aldon Smith fan. The guy is a wrecking machine.
Yeah, right? Why not? And then if you get those three, maybe they get Joe Staley to come back.
I don't know. We can only hope, right? But this kid, I knew him growing up, right? He went to school with my daughter in elementary school. I know his dad really well, Chuba Hubbard, right?
Okay.
He had a great 2019 with Oklahoma State, had over 2,000 yards rushing. Kid's good. He's a lot better than what a lot of people are looking at. I think last year's a wash for a lot of stuff. You can't with the
pandemic. It was made it a very strange year.
Yes. A really strange year. No OTAs, no preseason. There's lots of stuff that's going on. But I'm telling you right now, that kid, you put him in our offense, that's a kid that could be a bell cow for us for the future. You want to build a dynasty again. Go get yourself, draft a quarterback. Draft a quarterback that you think is what's going to be, right? We already have guys on the defense side between Bosa, Warner. You draft J.C. Horn to look after the secondary, right? You need a running back. Frank Gore is an adult and a leader in that room as soon as he walks in, right? Like if you look at this, there was a story that came out with Singletary in Buffalo, right? And he wanted to meet Adrian Peterson. And Frank Gore went over, grabbed Adrian, and was like, hey, listen, this kid wants to meet you. And Adrian Peterson didn't even doubt it. That guy commands respect and leadership throughout the league. That's a guy that could help Mosford and Wilson with their injuries. Gore is super durable. He can teach them, show them the way, right, to be longevity.
And there's a total leadership void on offense, in my opinion, because Trent Williams, excellent player, not a leader.
Absolutely terrible, right?
George Kittle, hell of a player, not really a leader.
I love Kittle. Kittle's a spark plug. That's what Kittle is.
Exactly. It's different.
Right?
And he's great at that.
Totally.
Kind of Debo's a spark plug too. But
yeah, Debo has so much unlocked potential. That guy could, like, I see it. There's problems with his hamstring, but there's lots of talk about how guys are training in the training room and at practices. Shannon Sharp went on and said as he got older in his career, he couldn't run 100 sprints in a day. He had to basically taper off so that he wouldn't pull something. You're not the same anymore. Right. As you get older, as you get injuries, right? You're not the same. I know I'm 44. Like your body just doesn't work the way that it used to, right? So you bring these veterans in, especially on the offense, that can teach these young kids how to train properly and how to run through practices and everything else. But the big kicker has to be Kyle. Kyle has to be willing to listen to the leadership that he brings in.
Yep.
Right? He has to be able to work with these guys. Now, you bring in Kellen Mond or whoever, and Alex Smith, right? Alex Smith has one of the best resumes. Mentored Kaepernick, mentored Patrick Mahomes, right? Taylor Heineke said he did not want Alex Smith to leave that quarterback locker room.
Yep.
In Washington. That's a guy that you can bring in, bring a young guy along, and then when that young guy's ready to start, you make Alex Smith your quarterback coach.
Agree. Ken, I got to let you go, man. Thanks so much for coming on, man. I'm with you on Alex Smith. Let's see if we can make this happen. Appreciate you.
Good talking to you.
All right, man. Jacob says, what if the Niners trade back with Jacksonville at 25, pick up their second-round pick, draft best interior offensive line at 25, and then in the second round, grab corner and one cornerback? Dude, I like it. I like it a lot. Trade back. Jacksonville has a ton of picks. Tony says, is it just me or wouldn't both Duke Johnson and Marlon Mack thrive in the Shanahan system? Running backs tend to be cheaper unless your name is Jet McKinnon. Just draft the running back. No more free agent signings at running back, please. Do I have to sing it?